The files you gave me, are they people that are in person?
You know what? I'm not certain.
Okay.
They may be. I was thinking that.
Okay. Let me just look at the docket sheet. Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, can you bring in Mr. Kane, officer?
No problem.
Thank you. Ms. Collins, it's not against. And sir, if you can come forward, please, to the podium, to the podium. Good morning. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus, oh wait, it's another ticket here. I was just doing a dismissal. Can I get an ROA on this ticket so I can see what I'm doing? Yes. We can have Amanda Cardenas too, officer.
What's last name?
Cardenas. It's just a dismissal. Wait. Oh, so are you dismissing both of his
I
tickets?
think the officer is not here on the
Leave.
ticket.
Okay, got it. All right. So this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Toronto Kane. This is ticket number V106439. Mr. Kane is charged with operating agent auto shop without a license. Also calling ticket number U87845612. He's charged with entering without owner's permission. Mr. Kane, can you please state your name for the record?
Jerome Maurice Kane.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Kane's matters are scheduled for trial this morning. The court does have a plea recommendation regarding the B ticket, the operating without a license. The people are moving to dismiss that ticket against you because the officer is in training and has no recollection of the matter. The other ticket, there is an officer S. Lee that was subpoenaed to be here, and the court does not see Officer Lee in its breakout room. Officer, do you know if an Officer Lee has checked in with the court?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so he has not appeared. Because he's failed to appear, the court is going to dismiss the ticket against you. So both matters will be dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set.
Brother, the Cardenas.
Because she might have went to the restroom, so I waited.
Okay, thank you.
Is it? No.
You check the landlady.
This is Cardenas person on the other side of the last.
The person came back and said, now still so.
That was the last person.
Yeah, the last person.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Collins. Turn on your camera, please.
Yes.
Cardenas, they said left.
Okay.
I'll double check. Yeah, just to make sure.
Can you see me, Your Honor?
Yes, I can see you. Just one second. I'm looking for your file.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I don't see a file from Floyd Collins. Oh, it's a piece of paper. Never mind. All right, so this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Floyd Collins, ticket number SP 144-19581. He's charged with limited access speeding, 1 to 5 miles over the posted speed limit. Mr. Collins, can you state your name for the record?
Yeah, Floyd Collins.
Mr. Collins, the prosecution has made an offer to allow you to plead responsible to blockading, which carries no points. Are you interested in taking advantage of that offer?
Yeah, I do have a question. Does that report to the DMV or is it?
It does
Is
not.
it-
The prosecutor is in the courtroom and she has indicated that it does not abstract. It won't be reported.
Okay, so it won't be on my, so, because the limited access shows up on the record, right?
You're correct, sir. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll plead responsible for that.
Okay, so you do plead responsible to the amended charge of blockading?
Yes.
Okay, and the court will refer to the ticket for the factual basis. The court will enter a responsible plea to blockading, and your fine is $175. You'll have 14 days to make that payment.
Okay, now I paid the 125 already for the blockading traffic. Will I just have to pay the difference or will I have to repay the whole thing?
No,
Plus?
he'll just have to pay the difference, right, Chris?
Okay, perfect. That sounds good to me.
He's already paid.
He pled up,
He paid, wait, so he already paid for the limited access speeding, 125. Oh,
he will have to pay the difference.
you'll have to pay the difference.
Okay, so it'll be $50 to the court within the 14 days.
Yes,
Okay, sounds good to me.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
All right,
Release Sergeant Carson. I'm not sure it's a big train today.
uh-huh,
So a lot of them are coming in and out, but if he's still there.
okay. That was on that case?
Yes, he was on Floyd Collins District. I believe that was Sergeant Carson.
Okay,
That's why it wasn't on the docket. I don't remember seeing it on the docket. So I had to write it down after I talked to the sergeant, but he was informed to be here.
so,
So I don't know.
I'm trying to let him know. All right, so this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Amanda Cardenas, ticket number 355-780. She's charged with rendering assistance to a drag racer. Ms. Cardenas was present in person in court today, and she is no longer here. The court has a plea recommendation from the city dismissing the ticket because the officer has no recollection. The court is going to grant that motion dismissing the ticket against Ms. Cardenas. And I'll let Officer Tony know. Ms. Cunningham, which breakout room were you in?
9.
Okay, I'll put you back in 9.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you speak with Mr. Land?
I believe that's Paul Cole's, it's a, the marijuana case.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about Kurt Thornblad?
I did, and, who's this client again?
D'Amica King?
Do you have her file, Your Honor? You may have given
Yes.
it to me, I'll check.
I have it.
I think I had to look at it. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
So can you call Miss Cole?
Can I see that list of people on Senate?
Yep.
Oh, what is your 435? 435. Okay. Today. That can change tomorrow.
Okay.
She has a,
Tatiana Cross. She here
a
on
probation violation.
probation and she has a bench on another ticket as well.
Yes, go and come back. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
It's a big old document.
I know.
All these people came after, unless they were already here. They don't have to get in after 10. You just muted us?
No, I did.
Oh. We heard. Good. And thank you, Officer Tony. We're all done with your case. And Sergeant Carson, we're done with your case as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, officers.
Campbell. In person?
Yes, he's in the hallway.
Oh, you can bring in Mr. Campbell.
Yeah.
Yes.
May I approach with the,
Yes, please.
Thank you, Robert. Thanks.
That officer is Rule.
Yes, Your Honor.
See him. Come to the podium, Mr. Campbell. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus James Derek Lamont Campbell, ticket number P1351130. Mr. Campbell's charged with driving while unlicensed, no insurance misdemeanor. Mr. Campbell, state your name for the record.
James Derek Campbell.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Campbell, this matter was scheduled for trial today. I do have a plea recommendation from the city attorney. They're moving to dismiss both counts because the officer is in a mandatory training. So the court is going to grant the motion and both counts will be dismissed against you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set. All right. And Ms. Montero, I'm going to place you back in room 7.
That's fine. My device was about to die. So I switched devices.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome.
Oh, here it goes. This guy right here, he was here for yesterday. That's why I'm telling, they can pick a file. I sent him to the payment link.
Oh, I already did that.
They or warrant would go out today.
Sit on the first floor.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Put that emphasis on the warrant will go out today.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm deleting people.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Mr. Crosby, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear us? Mr. Crosby,
Yes,
can you hear us?
yes. I was trying to get on Zoom. I was trying to get on her. It was just skipping.
Okay. Were you already in a breakout room?
I think I was.
Which room?
It was the other one, but my phone had died, so I had to call back.
Do you know which room you were in? You got him checked in.
Oh no, I had forgot what room I was in.
His name is Jamari Crosby. You have it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll put you in a breakout room. I don't know which one you were in. Do you know which lawyer? Did you speak with a lawyer yet?
No.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room.
All right.
All right. Good morning, Mr. King.
Hey, good morning. I've been in a breakout room like 2 hours. I was trying to figure out if I got court.
You do, and we're still waiting. We have a very large docket. It's like 50 people that have checked in. So do you know what breakout room you were in?
Well, I think 7. I about to say, can I just get like a trial date so I can continue my day?
Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna put you back in 7, okay?
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Join the request.
In your honor, and that Jamari Crosby is on top.
Okay.
One last one, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then I'll get to the one with Mr. Thorn's log. I believe that's gonna be a dismissal.
Okay.
already. Few more. Trying to get this show called only one sheet and I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, you finally got it figured
I don't
out?
know what I did.
I was happy. I was like, wait a minute. First I was skipping every other page. And then I looked a little closer. I was like, wait a minute.
That was just from last week and I was like, why is this second page right? This is useless.
So you don't know how you did it?
Nope. I think I do. I think I know. Let's see today.
That's it?
Yeah.
Because they all showed up.
Right.
I know, it's 11 o'clock.
I think the 31st would be too.
Hi, how are you?
That's the. I haven't got. Just assume it's. Thank you.
All right, I gotta go sit down. I got my patient. Mr. Wozak, are you ready on any?
Judge, I just have Paula Cole here for Kenyetta Collins, no, I'm sorry. Brad Chase. And I'll bring him in, but the city says there's a city ticket he's supposed to plead to. And I was just gonna explore that. So if you have his file, I'll bring him in. We'll dismiss the state that are up for trial, and I'll try and figure out what the city is requiring. So let me
Okay.
get him in. Brad Chase.
We see him on our list of people. Mr. Soroki, are you ready on any?
I'm ready on about 10 matters, but I was brought in here for a review, so we'd handle that right now and get the
Oh, let's
officer
do
out of the
10
court.
matters. The officer isn't here.
Okay, I can pull them out, and most of them are,
And which rooms are they?
you know what, it's a various, write down the room numbers on the docket sheet. I can tell you the names.
And it's Officer Hunter, Your Honor. Probation Officer Hunter is in the room with the officers, and that's for Ms. Cunningham's review. Thank you.
You want me to start bringing out these defendants that are ready, Your Honor?
Yes, please. Tell them to turn off their, yes, please. All
Okay,
right,
no
this is
problem.
who?
Brad Chase.
Chase. I did as many as I could of just dismissals without you. And no officers
I
here.
learned from Ms. Horn that some of them have been done.
Yes.
Dismissals.
Yes.
Well, you know what?
Who's talking? Mr. Chase, you can come up to the podium.
This is the only thing that Mr. Chase has. That first one is it was disposed on the review date.
Oh, here he is. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Brad Durante Chase. This is ticket number P1372671. He's charged with open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver and failure to display a valid driver's license. Also calling ticket number X4138778. He's charged with no operator's license, multiple ops, and refusal of PBT. May I have your appearances, please?
Daniel Wasak. P35225 with the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Brad Chase.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chase. So Mr. Chase has two matters that are scheduled for trial today. They are the matters that are ending in 7781 and 7782. Officer Arkin, Elia, and Emily Partridge are not in the court's Zoom room. And they haven't checked in with the court, have they, officer? No, all right. So, Mr. Wazak.
Your Honor, for this two tickets that are listed for trial on the docket, issued by apparently that trooper, I've been moved to dismiss.
Okay, the court is going to grant the motion dismissing the case. It's now 10:51 and the officer has failed to appear. It looks like he owes money that's due
Does have a ticket open that's due
June 12th, right? So that's just the only thing that he has remaining. It looks like. All right.
Now, yes, but here is my question, Judge. The city tickets failed to display an open alcohol driver. Are those also Trooper Elia?
No, they're Thompson, and he already pled on those. He pled on those matters back on May 3rd, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Horn made it appear that those were up today.
No, he pled on those. Nope.
Okay, then we are good. Everything is in order.
Yes, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
Okay, my license was suspended for this. My license suspended now for this. How do I get my license back? Being that the officer didn't show up and it's been thrown out.
Mr. Chase, do you remember me telling you? Take it to the Secretary of State.
Yeah, I
They
talked to
can't
the
help
judge.
you.
I talked to the judge.
She doesn't have any connection with the Secretary of State.
So
She's a
once
city
you, right, so once you get your dismissal, then you just take it to the Secretary of State. But you also have to pay the other ticket.
What's the fee?
240 is what you owe before June 12th. You're welcome.
Honor.
Yes.
This is Mr. Thornblock. He's all set, so full dismissal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Cunningham, turn off your camera, please. Mr. Cunningham, please take off your hat, turn off your camera, and mute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's saying, Clio system less updated. Okay.
Can you turn down that? Are you ready on your case? Are you ready, Mr. Thornbach? Ms. Jones?
Yes, I am. I had to talk with the prosecutor and I sent her some documents and then she's supposed to let me know what we can do with the case after she sees the documents. And then I haven't seen her since.
Oh, she's dismissing the cases. I'm just looking for your client. Where's your client?
Room number 9.
Okay, thank you. Need everyone to make sure they're muted. I don't see her in 9. Can you call her and tell her to zoom in? I don't see her in 9.
I will.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Soroki, are you ready on all the people that are in here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll start with Mr. Conflitti. Mr. Conflitti, if you can please turn on your camera.
Yep, hello.
Okay, just 1 second. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Matthew Conflitti. This is ticket number 748269. He's charged with no proof of insurance. May I have your appearances, please?
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Matt Conflitti.
Yes.
All right, thank
Your Honor,
you.
defendant has showed me valid insurance that's in his name. Expires January 23rd of 24, January of 23 through January of 24. And we ask the court to dismiss at this time.
Ms. Cole? Ms. Horn?
Okay, no objection. Legal on behalf of the city, P70303, and I also noticed on the screen, Mr. Complete did show valid documentation. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so the court is going to grant the motion of the prosecution dismissing the case against you, Mr. Conflitti. You're all set.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. You too. Yes.
Mr. Sean, is there another offer?
Is there another offer?
Like, is it two offers?
Let's see. No, it's just the one.
Just one. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Mr. Thornblatt, did you find your client?
Yes, I did. I called her. What happens, I had called her and then previously
She's
and
on
then
her way.
that caused her to leave Zoom. So she's on her way back in.
Okay, I got it.
There she is.
Yes. Ms. King, if you can please turn on your camera. Oh, she's not. All right, this is the people of the city of Detroit versus D'Amica King, ticket number P1408628. She's charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Also calling ticket number P1439167. She's charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle and no insurance. Mr. Thornblock, can we have your appearance?
Yes, thank you. Kurt Thornblad on behalf of Ms. D'Amica King, and she's on Zoom as well.
Ms. King, state your name for the record.
D'Amica King.
All All right, thank you. Good morning. Ms. King's matters are scheduled for a pretrial this morning. The court is in receipt of a plea recommendation from the city. The city is moving to dismiss count 1 on the ticket ending in 6 and also counts 1, 2, and 3 on the ticket ending in 167 because she's provided valid documentation. The court is going to adopt the motion and dismiss all those counts against you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. This is a surprise to my client. I hope she finds it's good news.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cunningham, please turn off your camera. Ms. Crawford Jones, you can turn on your camera. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have to wait for, who's the probation officer? Thanks. This is for Crawford Jones. Officer. I don't see the officer. All right, Mr. Card, you can turn on your camera, sir. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Randall Dondell Temple Card Jr. This is ticket number P1404953. He's charged with no insurance misdemeanor and driving the wrong way on a one-way street. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Randall Card.
All right, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Card's matters are scheduled for pretrial this morning. Mr. Soroki, how would your client like to proceed?
Your Honor, I only see one ticket on the docket. I believe that this matter is being dismissed. Mr. Card, did you show by the prosecutor's motion or because of the other ticket being dismissed or the other ticket being, what do you call it, in default?
Okay, so I do have a plea recommendation where the city is moving to dismiss the no insurance ticket. So you're still responsible for $130 on the driving the wrong way ticket, okay?
Okay, I thought I was going to, I had some other ticket issues I was dealing with. I thought this was that for driving and no proof of insurance. It was like 3 other tickets I had, and I was going to make sure I didn't everything was so I don't want to lose my license because I want to make sure all the court dates right.
All right, you need to check the computer system to see if you have any other tickets that are scheduled for another day, but this is the only one that we have up today.
Okay, so would I just come down to the 36th district and check with them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Ms. Cunningham, you can turn on your camera, ma'am.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Gloria Cunningham.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Jessica Cunningham, you can turn yours back off. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Gloria Christine Cunningham. This is ticket number P1422839. She's charged with open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a passenger. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Gloria Christine Cunningham.
All right,
Your Honor,
good morning.
defendant wishes to set this matter for a bench trial.
All right, Ms. Cunningham, you want to have a trial scheduled in this matter?
Yes, ma'am. I'm requesting body cam, ma'am.
Okay, the court is going to order a trial. Your trial is going to be June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come into 36th District Court on that day and time.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Thank you. You said June 20th at 9 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Mr. Wozniak, who do you have?
Kira Collins, please.
Ms. Collins, come forward, please.
Today. How are you? How are you? So today. What's on the dock? What's your back?
Have a Kiera Collins file. Thanks. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Kiera Collins. This is ticket number P1394339. She's charged with driving while license revoked. Also calling ticket number P1378360. She's charged with driving while license with revoked license, excessive noise, muffler, and dirty, obscured, or improperly displayed plates. May I have your appearances, please?
Daniel Wozniak on behalf of the defendant. Will you tell the judge your name, please?
All right, good morning. So Ms. Collins is before the court for pre-trial. And it looks like one of her matters is set for trial.
Judge, I went through and looked at the register of actions for both of them. What happened is the ticket ending in 339 was entered as a fail to appear on April 4. She was present on April 4 on the other ticket to get today's trial date. So I don't know why they entered a fail to appear on Officer Hill's ticket. I did talk to the city attorney, and since he's not required to be by.
Hey, I'm sorry, please mute yourself. Go ahead.
Again, I don't know why Officer Hill's ticket was separated out if she was here on that day, but we can't really correct it without setting that one for trial. We would ask that the Officer Peacock tickets be dismissed. They are set for trial and he's not present.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Ms. Collins, because Officer Peacock has failed to appear, the court is going to dismiss the ticket ending in 8360. And I'm going to set the other matter for trial to occur on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come back in person on that day and time, and we'll handle your last matter. All right, you're all set. Who else do you have?
Jason Crosby is next, and he's also.
Mr. Crosby, come forward. See his file.
I was told the recommendation for his file is up on your bench.
Oh, Jason Crosby. Oh, I have Jamari Crosby.
Jason Crosby.
Jason. Oh. It's on the list of people to come in. I don't have his file. Turn off your cameras, please. Thank you. Thank you. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jason Crosby. Ticket number P1427571. He's charged with driving while license suspended and driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling ticket number P1427564. He's charged with failure to signal defective brake lights, and no proof of insurance. Your appearances, please.
Daniel Wozniak with the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Jason Preston Cross.
All right, good morning, Mr. Crosby.
Come on, Your Honor.
Mr. Crosby's matters are before the court for trial and formal hearing. Mr. Wozniak, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, it is my understanding that the officer in charge of these cases has appeared. The city has made an offer and my client would like to accept that.
Is that correct, Mr. Crosby?
Yes, ma'am.
So the court does have a plea recommendation from the city. They're moving to dismiss counts 1 and 2 on the ticket ending in 571. They're also moving to dismiss count 3 on the ticket ending in 564. You would have to plead responsible to blockading traffic and having a defective brake light. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so do you want to plead responsible to those 2 offenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Wozniak, will you stipulate to the face of the ticket for the factual basis?
I stipulate on both of them, Judge.
Thank you. The court will enter responsible pleas to the amended charge of blockading and to the charged offense of having a defective brake light. Your fine for blockading is $175, and you'll have 14 days to pay that fine. And then for having the defective brake light, your fine is going to be $200 that you'll also have to pay within 14 days. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Land, who do you have? And are you ready?
Cartier Casey, I am ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll be right up. Judge, just to advise you, we do have one trial that appears it's going to go forward.
Okay, thank you. Last name is Casey.
Yes.
This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Cartier Casey. This is ticket number 726-282. Where's Mr. Casey? Is it?
He's waiting.
Okay. The breakout room.
Hello.
Can you please mute yourself? Thank you. Oh, okay. Was that set for, what's the offer on that case? What are we doing?
It was trial.
Oh, it was up for trial?
Yeah.
Did the officer appear?
No.
Oh. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Cartier Casey, ticket number 726-282. Mr. Casey is charged with possession of marijuana over 2.5 ounces. Mr. Land, can we have your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ivan Lamb, police 5879.
All right, thank you. Mr. Casey should be in person. His matter is set for trial today. He is in, Mr. Casey, turn on your camera, please. Or Miss Casey, what is it? Oh, Mr. Casey, turn on your camera.
You can see him. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. State your name, sir.
Cartier Casey.
All right, thank you. So Mr. Casey's matter is scheduled for trial today. Mr. Land, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I spoke to the APA. Oh, Your Honor, she's not ready to proceed. We just have this matter be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you. The court is looking for an Officer Caswell who has failed to appear. Because Officer Caswell has failed to appear, the court is dismissing the ticket against your client. All right, you're all set, Mr. Casey.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm good, thank you. All right. Mr. Kermis, turn off your camera and you can leave, Mr. Casey. Okay, Mr. Soroki, I'm gonna call some of your other people that are compliant. Mr. Carter, you can turn on your camera. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Rodney Carter, ticket number P1441253. Mr. Carter is charged with driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle and no insurance misdemeanor. Mr. Soroki, can we have your appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir? You need to unmute. You need to unmute your device.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, Rodney Carter.
yes.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, at this time, defense moves to dismiss both matters as defendant has provided valid documentation.
Okay, thank you. The court does have that plea recommendation where the city is moving to dismiss both counts. I will adopt their recommendation dismissing both counts against you, Mr. Carter. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
You guys have a blessed day.
You too. Ms. Coleman, you can turn on your camera or unmute yourself, please. Who do you have sitting there, Mr. Wazak?
Kenyetta Carter, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus, is it Sherry or Sheree?
Cherry like the fruit.
Okay, Cherry Coleman. This is ticket number P 1410138. She's charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Mr. Soroki, can we have your appearance?
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Cherry Coleman.
All right, thank you.
Your
Ms.
Honor,
Coleman's
defend-
matter is, I'm sorry,
I'm
Ms.
sorry.
Coleman's matter is before the court for pretrial this morning. How would your client like to proceed?
Defendant wishes to set this matter for trial. She indicates that this is mistaken identity, or she's asking for trial at this time, bench trial.
Okay, Ms. Coleman, I'm gonna skip, you would like to have this matter set for trial, correct?
That's what the lawyer advised when we talked. I advised him that when I did get the ticket, I was unaware that my boyfriend's license was suspended at the time.
Oh, hold on, you're talking too much.
Okay, sorry.
Hold on, Ms. Coleman, I don't need to know all of that. What the issue boils down to, you can't, or you didn't know that he was unlicensed. So that means that it has to go to trial, and the prosecution would have to prove that you knew that it was unlicensed, that he was unlicensed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that I'm gonna set this for trial on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come in person to 36th District Court.
Okay, June 20th at 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, Ms. Carter, you can come forward. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Kenyetta Carter, ticket number P 1427948. She's charged with driving while license suspended, no insurance, and speeding 16 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed. Also calling ticket number P 1380008. She's charged with no insurance and driving while license suspended. Your appearance, please.
Daniel Wasak on behalf of the defendant. Please tell the judge your name.
All right, good morning. Ms. Carter's matters are before the court for trial this morning. Mr. Wazak, how would your client like to proceed?
It is my understanding that Officer Brian Nelson has not appeared. I am making motions, please.
Okay, I don't see Officer Nelson. Brian Nelson was here. He was here? Oh, he was here. He checked in. Can you call for him in the hallway, please, officer?
Well, no, he's moving.
Oh, he was on Zoom, but he no longer is on Zoom. All right, so he's not here currently. And so the court is going to grant your motion dismissing the case against you. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Officer Hunter, are you ready on Ms. Crawford Jones?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Jessica Cunningham.
Oh, Jessica Cunningham. Okay. Ms. Cunningham, you can turn on your camera.
Cool.
This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jessica Cunningham. This ticket number D806792. Ms. Cunningham is charged with operating while intoxicated. May I have your appearances, please?
Ellen Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Jessica Marie Cunningham.
All right, thank you.
Samuel
Officer
Hunt-
Hunter.
Sorry, Your Honor. Samuel Hunter appearing on behalf of probation.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Cunningham, state your name, please.
Jessica Marie Cunningham.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so I see Ms. Cunningham's matter scheduled for a pre-trial tomorrow. She has one matter that's set for pre-trial and one matter that's set for review. Is that correct?
Only one matter I see on the docket is OWVI for it says pretrial, but I believe it's for review.
Okay. Wait, no, so under the 8:30 block, it says Jessica Cunningham, pre-trial on a driving while license suspended ticket.
And yes, Your Honor, Tamika Horn with the city. I do see that count as well, Your Honor. The people would move for dismissal if the court is going to hear that pretrial today.
Okay, all right. So you don't have any objection, Mr. Soroki, do you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm
Thank you.
gonna dismiss the ticket that is driving while license suspended. Her other matter is here before the court for review. Is that correct, Officer Hunter?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, tell me what I need to know.
Your Honor, the defendant was initially placed on 12 months probation on October 18th, 2021, with an end date at that time for October 18th, 2022. However, since that time, she did, according to the last appearance that she had, which according to the notes that I'm looking at from Officer Brimage, was on January 31st. And it was at that time, Your Honor, that the defendant had yet to complete the victim's impact panel. And she had a remaining balance as far as fines and costs of $602. Since that time, Your Honor, the defendant has completed the victim's impact panel. I have received a certificate of completion as confirmation of that. And she also made the payment of $602. That payment was received on May 24th, which is today, March 31st of $602. So she has a remaining balance of $0 at this time.
And so has she complied with everything that was ordered of her? I know she did the victim impact panel. Are there any other items that are outstanding?
Your Honor, the only two things that were left that I saw at the time was the victim's impact panel she completed and the paying of what she owed. Everything else what I've gone through, the probation department has received, and so she's been compliant. According to the notes that I had gone over from January 31st at that time, Officer Brimage indicated that the defendant was compliant at that time as well. I would add, Your Honor, that she did have a positive test on April 28th. But she does have a card, a valid marijuana card for that.
All right, Mr. Soroki, what would you like to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client, I believe, is in compliance. We moved to just have this matter dismissed at this time or closed.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Cunningham, it's been Ms. Horn, do you have anything that you'd like to say?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Just for the record, in a response to Mr. Soroki's comment, there's no objection to what I believe he's asking is for discharge today. The people do believe that she has been in compliance and done a good job under the circumstances, what she had to complete. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cunningham, it's your turn now. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so it's
Yes,
been
I can
kind of
hear
a
you.
long time coming. It's a long time coming. It's been maybe a few extra months. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Your Honor.
You ready to
I
be
just need
finished
to
with
stay
it?
on the right track. Yes, I
Right.
am.
Have you learned the tools? Do you know how to stay on the right track?
Yes,
Did you learn some skills during this process?
yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I am happy that you were able to do all that was ordered of you. I hope that you're in a better place, that you're feeling better. I hope that you won't allow alcohol to allow you to make bad decisions, and that you also not allow marijuana. I know you have a car, but you know how that can be. I hope that you don't allow that to alter your decision-making as well, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Attorney.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Ms. Cunningham.
Thank you all very much.
All right.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Judge.
Thanks. All right, so now we can do Mr. Jermaine Cunningham. You can turn on your camera, sir.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello?
Turn on your camera.
I don't even know how to turn this camera on. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm kind of like, okay, start my video. There it is. Okay.
Very good. Have a seat and take off your hat.
Take my hat off. Okay.
Yes, thank you. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jermaine Cunningham, ticket number P1421356. Mr. Cunningham is charged with reckless driving, violation of the basic speed law, and failure to display a valid operator's license. May I have your appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Jermaine Adolphus Curtis Cunningham.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cunningham. His matter is scheduled before the court for pre-trial. Mr. Soroki, how would your client like to proceed?
My client wishes to continue his not guilty plea and set these matters for a bench trial.
Is that correct, Mr. Cunningham?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm going to schedule this for a bench trial. Your bench trial date is going to be on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come into the courthouse on that day and time. You understand?
I don't want to come down there, but shit, I mean, I don't even want to be in no kind of courtroom, but okay, I will come.
All right.
I'm gonna be out there in compliance. I'm gonna come.
Okay. All right. We'll see you June 20th, sir.
We just y'all spook me.
We'll try not to spook you.
It's hard.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Ukta, you can turn on your camera. Mr. Ukta. Miss Ukta, are you there?
Your Honor, she needs to have her court date.
All right, Mr. Kermis, you can turn on your camera. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Brandon Kermis. This is ticket number Z805345. Mr. Kermis is charged with operating while intoxicated. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Brandon Kermis.
Yes, Your Honor, defendant would like to set this matter for a bench trial.
Is that correct, Mr. Kermis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna set this for a bench trial to occur on June 21st at 9 a.m. You'll have to come into the courthouse on that day and time.
Okay.
Mr. Kermis, you should be also prepared. If you have any witnesses, you have to bring them to court. If you have any evidence that you want to present, you need to bring it to court with you, sir.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, you're all set.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Conham, you can turn on your camera, ma'am. Ms. Conham,
Yes.
you can turn on your camera now. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Mabuba Khanum, ticket number P1438524. She's charged with having expired plates, no receipt or untied registration, and no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket number P1438527. She's charged with driver's license expired. May I have your appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing. Yeah, you did. I think this is, what do you call it?
Mr. Watson?
Dan's case, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you speak with the other lawyer, Ms. Khanum?
Which other lawyer?
Did you speak with any lawyer?
I think I spoke with Kay Johns.
Okay, I'm gonna place you in a room so that you can speak with a lawyer.
Excuse me. So I have to go to work. So is there any way I can like?
So the problem is our dockets are normally this heavy, and if you have to work at a certain time, it's always kind of going to be like this. We always have heavy dockets. We will finish hopefully by 12:30. So I don't know if you want to try to wait to speak with the lawyer today and call in later, or I'll give you another day.
I did speak with the lawyer at first. His name is Kay Johns.
No, that's me. You didn't speak with me.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
judge. So you didn't speak with the lawyer.
But I did speak with someone in the breakout room.
Okay, so then you have to wait until he's ready to bring you out. So I'm gonna place you back in the room. Wait till he's ready for your case to be called.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll put you back in 5. Okay, Miss Upta, are you there? Are you ready? Who do you have?
Are you talking to me, Your Honor?
Yes, no, Miss McCall. Miss Croft. Miss Croft. Let's see if Miss Croft is here. Oh, here she is. I'll let Miss Croft in. It's just a. Oh, this is.
Sorry to interrupt. You put me in breakout.
We'll do Miss Upta. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Ruth Upta. This is ticket number P1431520. She's charged with driving on license not valid and disregarding a traffic control device. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am? You need to unmute, please. Ma'am, you need to unmute your device.
Miss Upta, can you unmute your device?
Yes. Can you hear me?
State your name, please.
Miss Ruth Upta.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Soroki.
Your Honor, there's only one ticket I saw on the docket. In any event, Ms. Gupta wishes, if the other ticket's in default, she wishes to have it set aside, but she wishes to have both matters set for trial, bench trial in this matter.
Okay, thank you. The court is going to set both matters for trial. Your trial is going to be on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come into 36th District Court on that day and time.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, ma'am. Are you ready on Crawford Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Crawford Jones, you can turn on your camera, please.
It's saying that the host disabled it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Sonia Crawford Jones. Ticket number V121157. She's charged with harboring more than 4 dogs or cats. Ticket number V121153. She's charged with failure to prevent an animal from engaging in nuisance. Ticket number V122158. She's charged with continuous tethering of a dog for more than 3 hours in a day. Ticket number V121155. She's charged with failure to provide a leash. May I have your appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Sonia Crawford Jones.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Jones.
Good morning.
Ms. Jones is before the court for a review today, and the court is in receipt of an order for discharge from probation on the ticket for which she was on probation. The probation department says that she's successfully completed her probation. So Mr. Soroki.
Yeah, the defendant wishes to accept that order and recommendation and be discharged from probation.
All right, so Miss Crawford Jones, the court is going to sign those orders of discharge, and you will be discharged from probation.
Thank you so much, Judge, and thank you, sir.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you for your patience today.
No problem. I understand.
All right, you're all set.
Everybody have a blessed day.
You too. All right, Miss Croft, can you turn on your camera, ma'am?
Hello.
Hello. Did you speak with her, Mr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, are you ready?
Let me look at her. Let's see here. Yes, I'm ready on her ticket, Your Honor.
Okay, just a second. Let me locate her file. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Titiana Croft, ticket number Z808222. She is charged with operating with a high BAC. Also calling ticket number P1170809. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Tatiana Croft.
All right, Ms. Crawford,
Yes.
You can stay still and put the camera on yourself. Ms. McCall, can we have your appearance?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm Ida McCall on behalf of the probation department.
All right, thank you. So Ms. Croft is before the court for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Ms. McCall.
Your Honor, defendant moves, the no insurance ticket, defendant moves to dismiss based upon valid documentation that I reviewed. The other ticket that you cited, I'm not familiar with that ticket.
Okay, so we're here for some, hold on, let's let Ms. McCall speak.
Your Honor, Ms. Clark was placed on probation on January 31st. 1 year, $1,105 and assessed fines and costs. And then 12-month term to attend 12 steps once per week. The victim's impact time, as well as the alcohol highway safety class, the consequence video, monthly random urinalysis, and have no alcohol or drugs in system unless prescribed by a doctor, pay court fines and costs, and pay all outstanding traffic tickets. And Ms. Croft last appeared on a violation hearing on January 31st, 2023. And at that time, she was instructed to assess fines and costs and full impact program, pay all outstanding traffic tickets. And at that time, she had to take care of that outstanding warrant on SP 117-08092. She must screen as directed, no missed tests, attend the 12-step meetings, no alcohol or drugs, and if she failed to comply, Wayne County Jail was held in advance, and she was instructed to report to the probation department on February 6, 2023, and her next review date was scheduled for today. And at this time, Ms. Croft has paid her assessed fines and costs in full. She has reviewed the consequence video. She has completed the victim's impact panel, as well as the alcohol highway safety class, and she has provided verification of her 12-step meetings. In regards to her testing, Your Honor, she failed to test on May 15, 2023. She failed to test on April 21st, 2023, and she missed the test on March 20th, and she walked in to test on March 31st. She has a travel balance with this court of $1,358.
Okay. All right. So what are you recommending?
The probation department is recommending that she continue her 12-step, no missed tests. She needs to be consecutive and test when directed, because these are random tests, one per month, and she needs to go on the day that she's supposed to go on. And probation department is also asking for her to screen today, and that we give her more time to pay that outstanding traffic balance of $1,358.
All right, thank you, Mr. Soroki.
Your Honor, I've heard the recommendation of the court officer. I have, I have no objection to it.
So Ms. Croft, you can't miss your test dates. They're scheduled for you there's really no excuse for you to miss them. And you've missed several of them. And so by missing several of them, to me that warrants some sort of punishment, right? Because that's something that the court ordered. And I know that you don't want to go to the Wayne County Jail, correct?
Yes.
So you don't have a choice. When Ms. McCall or whomever tells you that you need to test, you have to do that on that day. Do you understand?
Yes.
I have now, let me finish. I have it noted that you've missed 3 different dates, March 20th, April 21st, and May 15th. So you're very close, ma'am, to completing your probation. You're very close. So you just need to stick through with it till the end. And that includes not using any alcohol or any other illegal substance and testing when you're required to test. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to continue her probation for another 6 months. We'll come back 6 months from now for a review. You need to start also paying that $1,358 off.
Yeah. May I say something, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. 20 seconds.
I tested in the month of April, so they haven't gave me a receipt, but they do have a sign-in sheet. I'll ask them would I be able to get that, because I did test in the month of April.
Okay, did you test on the day they told you to come in and test?
I think it was like the day after.
So you can't do that. You have to do it on the day because it's random. So you have to come in on the day that they ask you to. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So there still is another ticket that we need to address. I do have a recommendation for one count, but they haven't. I think you need to talk to the state prosecutor, Mr. Soroki, on count 2. It looks like that's a state matter.
All I
don't
see
know.
is, I have count 2 in front of me, 8092. That's the no insurance misdemeanor.
Right, but well, what about count 1, driving while license suspended?
That's not on the docket. I didn't see it unless it's somewhere else on the docket.
Hold on, Crystal, can you see if
It
this
is, it is. It says discharge, the discharge operated without while intoxicated. And then she has no insurance misdemeanor.
Hold on, we're checking the system.
Uh,
One is closed.
Is that one?
Yeah,
Oh.
drove our licenses.
Okay, great. All right, so the court does have that plea recommendation where they're moving to dismiss count 2 on that ticket. Count 1 is already closed out. So I'm dismissing count 2 on that ticket. You'll come back for another probation review on November 22nd at 23rd. I want to discharge you on that day, Ms. Croft, okay? So just make sure you're doing everything that you need to do, okay?
Yes, I have a question. So something had previously happened not too long ago. I talked to my probation officer about it, about something that I was unaware of in East Point. And so I have to pay them also. Is there some type of way that I can get like on a payment plan?
Yes, ma'am. You can come into the court or call the court and ask to get on a payment plan.
Okay.
Yes, just make sure that you don't have to have it paid off, but make sure that you are on the payment plan before you come back on November 22nd.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
No, that'll be all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. What other, do you have any other people, Mr. Soroki?
I have more people, but we don't have final offers on them. And so those are the ones I need to work on. Actually, I didn't, this Aaliyah Cephas, I don't know where she went to. She showed me valid docs. And I think she got kicked out of the breakout room or somehow she left.
Okay. So do you have Ms. Horn's number so you can work on that?
I sent her the text on each one that I need offers on, but I'll go, I don't know where she's at. I'll give her a call, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll see what we can do.
Oh, yeah.
But it's by noon, right? I mean, next week. They're working online. All right. Have you talked to her?
Mr. Wozniak, speaking with his client,
What'd you say?
people are asking to stipulate to adjourn with Mr. Wozniak and so Sergeant to come in, and then there's a lot of, we got a video.
Why isn't the sergeant here?
You know, that whole issue, I
That
just.
sound like a, they're still zooming in. I'm
They're
telling
still
you, if
zooming. I don't know
people,
how we can fix it.
I know how, so you can tell Mr. Wozniak to come in.
Yeah, but I don't know how we can fix it. There's just too many, for me to send subpoenas to, in addition to the other stuff.
They don't tell each other that they're all in person. I guess if we're still allowing them to appear over Zoom, then they're not gonna have any incentive to come in person.
But I think what's going on is, I think, yourself and Judge Archer are
Right.
having them required in person.
Right.
But other courtrooms are not. So I
Right.
think that's for them.
So they gotta know which judges they come in person.
Right. And you
If
know,
there's only two.
and I tell them when I talk to them,
Oh.
especially like, Jamie McCree, he knows.
Mhm.
Even though
Rule.
we work a lot with RTS Baker, he hasn't been coming in as much as he used to.
Mhm.
So he would be one that I would think would know the in person, but he was on Zoom today too.
All right, so tell us, I'm ready to make my decision.
Okay.
Judge, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
And if there's a trial involving an attorney in your courtroom, does the attorney have to appear in court also, or can the attorney handle it by Zoom?
So if you have a retained case, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
They need to come in person too. If there's not gonna be testimony taken, then I would be okay with, if it's gonna be resolved and no testimony is gonna be taken, then it could be over Zoom, but otherwise, they need to be in person with their client.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I need to update Judge on what you're asking.
And I made a decision on what I'm doing.
No, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because the hard time the officer gave me when I was talking to him. And how you had to be present and all that. Anyways, okay, Judge, I'm sorry, a little private comment, but you're.
That's fine.
you're right.
Okay, who's your client?
Sarah Coleman, Sarah Coleman. I'm sorry, Judge.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't bring my list in.
That's okay.
So you go ahead and it's not just updated for the court because.
This is the people of the city of, come forward, Ms. Coleman. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Sarah Danielle Coleman, ticket number P1391422. She's charged with rendering assistance to drag race in any manner. Spectator, may I have your appearances, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good morning. Tamika Horn on behalf of the city, P70303. We also have Sergeant Ravier on Zoom.
Okay, thank you. I'll bring him in. Can I have your appearance, Mr. Wozniak?
Daniel Wozak, P35225, on behalf of Ms. Coleman. Ms. Coleman, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Sarah Coleman. All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Coleman. Ms. Coleman is before the court for trial this morning. How are the parties proceeding? I'm sorry, Sergeant Ravier, if you can turn on your camera and unmute yourself.
Your Honor, I've had this.
And state your name for the record.
Christopher Rabier, Sergeant, badge S719, Detroit Police.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, the bottom line here is I believe Ms. Coleman needs a separately appointed attorney for this case. There's several items of discovery, videos, and audio statements that have to be reviewed before trial. There also has to be some discussion about what those videos and statements say and show. I think she's going to need her own attorney. In which case we would ask that the trial be adjourned.
And no objection, that is correct.
All right, thank you. Okay, so, all right, so I will assign counsel to represent you. We'll schedule it for a pre-trial to occur on June 14th. You can appear over Zoom on June 14th. You will have an opportunity to speak with your lawyer. And then after having this discussion with your lawyer, if you still want to have a trial, I'll give you a trial date. But I will indicate for the record that the trial is in person, so all parties will need to appear in person for the trial. All trials in courtroom 435 are in person. All right.
We verified that with the sergeant judge. We made him very aware of that.
Okay, all right, thank you. So then June 14th for your pre-trial, we'll also have counsel assigned to represent you on that day. You're all set.
Do we know how that lawyer and Ms. Coleman will get in contact?
She'll just Zoom in on that day and then she'll meet her lawyer.
Oh, all right. Okay. Thanks, Judge.
What'd you say? Oh, and ma'am, can you mute it so I can get her phone number? Can we get your phone number? You're all set. Thank you, Sergeant Rabier.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you ready on anything else, Mr. Soroki? You're muted. That wasn't the. Took a different turn.
I just got an offer, I just got a Paula Cole, she gave me an offer on one of the tickets here. I don't know, I'm sure you're gonna want it in writing. I should have told her that, but she should know the procedure of the court. I will talk to the defendant and the other ones I need offers on. And some of them are Mr. Wozniak's clients too. Okay, let me check.
He is in the breakout room.
He was here before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another lady in the breakout room.
Tracy?
Yes. What's your name, Tracy?
I don't know, it just says Tracy's note. What about a Kevin Carter? Was he here before?
Kevin Carter.
Mr. Kidd, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Do you remember which breakout room you were in?
I think I was in breakout room 6.
Okay, I'm gonna place you in, I'll put you in 4, just an even room number, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Campbell.
Hey, good morning.
Did Mr. Soroki ask you to come out? Are you ready on
Yeah,
Campbell?
we're
Mr.
ready
Soroki?
on Mr. Curtis Campbell, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me grab his file. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Curtis Campbell. Ticket number P1314466. He's charged with driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle, no insurance, and smoking marijuana within the passenger area of a vehicle. Also calling ticket number P1290330. He's charged with driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle and no insurance. Also calling ticket number P1270860. He's charged with no insurance. Also calling ticket number P1270329. He's charged with speeding 21 to 25 miles per hour over the posted speed, no receipt or unsigned registration, and having expired plates. And lastly, calling ticket number P1290351. He's charged with registration and or plate violation and violation of the basic speed law. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P374441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Curtis Campbell.
Your Honor, the charge ending in 4663, the violation of marijuana ordinance, that is an offer by the state prosecutor that was given to me verbally for a 1-month delayed sentence. The remaining charges will be dismissed per the city's offer.
All right. So, Mr. Campbell, is it your desire to take advantage of that plea offer?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold
So
up,
I
y'all.
just have-
I'm about to be in court real quick.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Can you unmute yourself? We can hear you. The court does have a plea recommendation from the city attorney where they're moving to dismiss counts 1 and 2 on the ticket ending in 4466. They're also moving to dismiss counts 1 and 2 on the ticket ending in 330. And they are moving to dismiss count 1 on the ticket ending in 860. There are some civil infractions that you owe money on. There are several that you owe money on and that you will be responsible for paying. And that's a speeding ticket, not having the registration sign, expired plates. Those matters you'll have to pay. But they're dismissing all the misdemeanor counts. Do you understand, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to plead guilty to violation of the smoking marijuana within the passenger area of a vehicle?
Yeah.
All right. And they're asking me to take that under a 1-month delayed sentence, which means that as long as you pay your costs and fines and have no further criminal contact, it will not appear on your record at all. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Have you spoken with your lawyer about your rights?
Yeah.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
And you want to waive those rights today, correct?
Yeah.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to waive your rights?
No.
Sir, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll provide will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Campbell, back on February 15th of 2022, were you in the area of 7 Mile and Greenfield in the city of Detroit? Were you near a 2018 or in a 2018 red Ford?
Yes.
And you were smoking marijuana? I can hear you. Were you smoking marijuana?
Oh, yes.
Okay, satisfied, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied. The court is going to enter a guilty plea to count 3. The court is going to fine Mr. Campbell $420. You'll have a month to make that payment. We'll come back for a review next month on June 28th.
Okay.
So you'll need to have it paid by June 28th.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm okay to leave?
Yes, sir. Are you ready on can, Mr. Soroki?
No, Your Honor, I don't have offers on the rest of the defendants, and that's why I haven't completed their cases. And I was helping Mr. Wozniak handle his clients too, because he was tied up in trials. So there's still a number of defendants, 8, 9, like 10, 12 defendants. We don't have I have no offers on.
Okay, which ones are you doing? Odd or even numbers?
I was doing even, and I was
Okay, I'll
helping with the odds from 10 down, coming back, 10 down, so.
Let me tell you what I have. So I do have offers and files. So for Donald Kaysen, they're moving to dismiss. She didn't send them over. She put them in the file. They're moving to dismiss the ticket ending in 552. They're moving to dismiss the ticket ending in 561. And they're moving to dismiss counts 2 and 3 on the ticket ending in 613. But your client would have to plead to failure to display a valid driver's license on 614 and would have to plead to having improper plates on 613, count 1. So for Jason, so they'll have to plead to 2 and the rest are dismissed.
Okay.
FTD and improper plates.
I understand. Thank you.
All right, on Jalen Kidd, the offer is to dismiss counts 1 and 2 on the ticket ending in 145. And your client would need to plead guilty to improper plates on count 1. There are 2 civil infractions that your client would be responsible for.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna go to room 5. In room 5 for Shamir Cobb. Well, let's do Mr. Can since he's in here. So for Mr. Can, the offer is to dismiss all of them except 2. He'll have to plead to FTD and improper plates. And it looks like everything else is being dismissed except the civil infractions. For Mr. Cobb. in
You know,
room
that's in
5.
room 5. Is Dan still available?
Yes, I think he's still talking to people that are in person.
Okay, because basically I was trying to get to pick up a car. I have a loaner. My car had stopped and I needed to pick up a loaner at 12:30. I don't, it looks like I can leave at 12:30. That's fine. I can be here until 12:30.
All right. Are you ready, Mr. Wazak, on any other people?
Judge, I've just gotten back into the room. I'm gonna have to check the breakout room, see who's still there, and I'll go over my notes. Just give me one
Okay.
moment.
All right.
Okay, do you have an offer on Hector or Brittany Carruthers? I've talked to all the people 7. Do you have an offer on Brittany Carruthers?
Hold on, let me tell you. Brothers.
No registration, no insurance.
Improper plates.
Okay, you're all set. Would you do me one?
This count
All
2
right.
improper plates.
What about Hector Collins?
Hector Collins, it
I
is.
will probably
Hold
be
on,
here
let me
as
mute
this,
you, Mr.
or you'll have
Wazak.
everyone-
Dismiss counts 2 and 3, and then plead to a 3-month delayed sentence on count 1.
Okay, one second, let me find it here to write it down. Okay, plead to, what is it? I'm sorry again, Your Honor?
Count 1 under a 3-month delayed sentence.
Okay. And dismiss,
Dismiss counts 2 and 3.
okay. And then we have Jamari Crosby.
Dismiss counts 2 and 3 and plead responsible to limited access speeding 1 to 5 miles over.
Okay, I'm trying to find this ticket here. One second, Your Honor. I don't see it yet. Oh, I see it here.
Limited access 1 to 5 and the other counts dismissed.
Okay. I'll go talk to these people.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Crystal, what does tomorrow look like? I didn't schedule anything for tomorrow or Friday. 'Cause I'm off. Right? So we can just, I told somebody to come, so I'll zoom in the morning. Yes, one more. Sir, we'll be with you shortly.
Okay.
Okay, it's not. That's good. Everyone turn your cameras off and mute yourself. You ready, Mr. Wazak?
Yes, Judge, Shamere Cobb.
Mr. Cobb, you can turn on your camera, or Ms. Cobb. Okay. Do you have a bonnet on your head? Yeah. And is there some light?
You open the blinds for me.
This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Shamari Cobb. This is ticket number P1003852. Sit up, ma'am. You're in court. She's charging with driver's license expired and driving an unregistered or untitled. Ms. Carruthers, can you put on a shirt?
Oh.
And mute yourself and turn off your camera. She's charged with driver's license expired and driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling ticket number U402-30117. She's charged with being in a park during closing hours. Also calling ticket number P136-63846. She's charged with driving while license suspended. Lastly, calling ticket number P1155439. She's charged with driving while license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor, and having tinted windows. Your appearances, please.
Daniel Wazak on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Shamari Cobb.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cobb. Ms. Cobb's matter is scheduled before the court for show cause this morning. Mr. Wazak, how would your client like to proceed?
Judge, we're going to ask that warrants be recalled in a pretrial set. I had her listed under arraignments on bench warrants.
Oh, I see her there too. All right. The court will recall any warrants, and I'll set this matter for pretrial. Ms. Cobb, your pretrial date is going to be on June 14th at 8:30 a.m. You're going to appear back here over Zoom on that day and time.
Okay. Is June 14th?
All right, we'll see you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you. We'll see you then.
Next, I have Haley Cummings, Judge.
All right. Ms. Cummings, Ms. Cummings, you can turn on your camera, ma'am. Mr. Crosby, please mute yourself and turn off your camera.
Okay.
Thank you. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Haley Cummings, ticket number P1393843. She's charged with discharging a firearm. May I have your appearances, please?
Daniel Wazak on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Cummings, will you open your microphone and tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Hi, my name is Haley Cummings.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Cummings.
Good morning.
Ms. Cummings is before the court for arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Wazak, how would your client like to proceed?
We'd ask that warrants be recalled and this matter be set for trial. Ms. Tamika Horn would like to speak to the officer and have him present.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Cummings, you'd like to have this matter set for bench trial?
Yes, I want to fight it.
Okay, you're going to come into 36th District Court on June 20th at 9 a.m.
June 20th at 9 a.m.
Yes, you'll have to come in person.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Should I do anything else today?
No, if you have any witnesses for trial, you want to bring them with you.
Okay, and also I do have evidence like of voice recordings. Could I bring my phone to show them?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thank you for speaking with me.
Oh, no problem.
Jermaine
let's let-
Cooks. Jermaine Cooks.
Mr. Soroki, are your people out?
Yes, all my, except for one, I don't have, I had the interpreter left, so I wasn't able to communicate with Hector Collin.
Okay. All right. So I'll do Cooks and then I'll do your matter so that you can make it to your appointment.
Thank you.
This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jermaine Cooks, ticket number P1063306. He's charged with driving while license not valid or improper. May I have your appearances, please?
Daniel Wazak with the defendant. Mr. Cooks, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Jermaine Cooks.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cooks. Mr. Cooks' matters are scheduled for pretrial this morning. How would he like to proceed?
If the court will permit, we'd ask to adjourn the pretrial. He's got his driver's road test scheduled, and he would like the opportunity to return with his driver's license.
Okay. All right, I'll adjourn it once more for you, Mr. Cook. You're going to come back on June 14th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you then.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Soroki, who do you want me to call?
You can call him Mr. Kaysen.
Ms. who?
Mr. Kaysen, Donald Kaysen.
Okay, Mr. Kaysen, I see him. Just a second, Mr. Kaysen. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Donald Kaysen. Ticket number P1157613. He's charged with having improper plates, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle, no insurance. Also calling ticket number P1157614. He's charged with driving while license not valid. Also calling ticket numbers SP1455561. He's charged with driving while license not valid. And SP1455552. He's charged with no proof of insurance. Your appearances, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Donald Casson.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Casson.
Good morning.
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Casson's matters are for pre-trial this morning. Mr. Soroki, how would your client like to proceed?
my client wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution.
Okay. So the court, is that correct, Mr. Casson?
Yeah.
I have a plea recommendation from the city. The city is moving to dismiss counts 2 and 3 on the ticket ending in 613. They're also moving to dismiss the tickets ending in 5561 and 5562. You would, however, have to plead guilty on the ticket ending in 614 to an amended charge of failure to display a valid driver's license, and you'll have to plead guilty to having improper plates. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And have you spoken with your lawyer about your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yeah.
You want to waive those rights and plead guilty today, correct?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Can you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll provide will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir.
Thanks for calling. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message.
So, Mr. Wazak, you can hear. Mr. Casson, back on January 21st of 2021, were you in the area of McNichols and Concord in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2014 Cadillac?
Yeah.
Your license was not valid at the time?
No.
And also your plates were improper?
Yes.
Okay, satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is satisfied. I'll enter a guilty plea to the amended charge of failure to display a valid driver's license and to having improper plates. The other counts are going to be dismissed. Mr. Casson, you're going to be charged $240 for each of those counts. So your total amount due is $480. I'll give you 30 days to get into the court's payment plan or to pay the ticket. So you'll need to have it paid by June 27th.
Okay.
If it isn't paid by June 27th, you need to appear before me on June 30th.
Okay.
All right, you're all set.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. All right, Mr. Soroki.
Yes, Mr. Can next.
Mr. Can, you can turn on your camera, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Christopher Can. Ticket number P1205688. He's charged with driving on license not valid, improper plates, and driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling ticket number P1292932. He's charged with driving on license not valid, no proof of insurance, and no valid registration. Also calling ticket number P1205738. He's charged with no insurance. Also calling ticket number P1295124. He's charged with having tinted windows. And lastly, calling ticket number P1169347. He's charged with driving on license expired, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle, and no insurance. Your appearances, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Chris Can.
Your Honor, Mr. Can wishes to accept the offer of prosecution in this matter.
Is that correct, Mr. Can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I do have a plea recommendation. The city is moving to dismiss counts 2 and 3 on the ticket ending in 6. They're also moving to dismiss count 1 on the ticket ending in 932. They're moving to dismiss count 1 on the ticket ending in 538. And they're moving to dismiss count 2 on the ticket ending in 347. You would, however, have to plead to counts 1. Wait, 347.
He is to plead to 1 failure to display and 1 improper plate.
You'll have to plead to 1 and 3, which is failure to display and also having improper plates. And there are a couple civil infractions that you'll also need to plead guilty to. Do you understand that? I mean, that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
need to pay. Okay. All right. So you've spoken with your lawyer about your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to waive those rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to waive your rights?
No, ma'am.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll provide will be the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to draw your attention to the date of, let's see, March 8th of 2021. Were you in the area of Oakman and 14th Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving a 2002 Chevrolet?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time your license was expired?
Yes, ma'am.
And also you didn't have insurance?
I got it.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Satisfied, Mr. Soroki? Are you satisfied, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. The court is also satisfied. I'll enter guilty pleas to the amended charges of failure to display a valid driver's license and having improper plates. You're going to be fined $240 for each of those tickets, sir. You're going to owe $480. And that is, hold on, mute yourself, Mr. Soroki. We can hear you.
I'm sorry.
And that is going to be due by June 28th 8th.
Okay.
You need to either enter a payment plan or pay the $480 by that date.
Yes, ma'am. May I say something?
Sure.
So I was trying to figure out if I'm not mistaken, can you is there any programs I could take? Because I got my CDLs and I'm trying to get on a truck, and basically it was a ticket that I already had paid that they said I didn't pay, and it made them suspend my license.
And if I talked to an attorney yesterday as well, and they were saying like, due to, I guess since 2012, it was no longer the case that you could suspend license due to non-failure to pay a ticket or failure to court.
You need to contact the Secretary of State and speak to them regarding that.
Okay. I thought I might just ask.
That's fine. Call them. They'll have all that information.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a blessed one.
You too.
All right.
If we can handle Jalen Kidd next, when you are ready.
All right. Mr. Kidd, turn on your camera. This is too much. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jalen Kidd. Ticket number P1327460. He's charged with no insurance and civil infractions of having tinted windows and failure to use a seatbelt. Also calling ticket number P1266145. He's charged with failure to display a valid operator's license and no insurance. Your appearance.
Yes. Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Jalen Kidd.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Kidd wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution in this matter.
Is that correct, Mr. Kidd?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have a plea recommendation from the city. They're moving to dismiss the ticket ending in 145. However, you'd have to plead guilty to an amended charge of having improper plates. And then there are the civil infractions that you have to pay for having the tinted windows and the seatbelt violation. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so have you spoken with your lawyer about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to waive those rights today, correct?
Correct.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, ma'am.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll provide will be the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Mr. Kidd. Mr. Kidd, back on March 15th of last year, were you in the area of Joy Road and the Southfield Service Drive in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2012 Chevy?
I was.
And you didn't have insurance at the time, correct?
Correct.
Satisfied, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied. I'll enter a guilty plea to the amended charge of having improper plates. Mr. Kidd, your fine is $240 and you have until June 28th to make that payment.
Okay.
Okay, so if it isn't paid by the 28th, you need to zoom in on June 30th.
Okay. How can I pay for that ticket?
You can go online to 36th District Court website. You can come into the building, or you can use the DivDat machine.
And the total is $240 altogether for everything.
No, $240 for the misdemeanor. You have a balance for, unless you've already paid the tinted windows and the seatbelt violations, you'll have to pay that amount too. But you can look on the website to see what the costs are for that.
Okay.
All right. You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else, Mr. Soroki?
Brittany Carruthers, Your Honor.
Ms. Carruthers, turn on your camera, please.
It's not letting me turn on the camera.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll give you a request. Okay, now I'll try. All right, so this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Brittany Carruthers. This is ticket number P1436313. She's charged with driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle and no insurance. May I have your appearances, please?
Alan Soroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Brittany Carruthers.
Your Honor, Ms.
Thank you.
Carruthers wishes to accept off the prosecution's matter.
Is that correct, Ms. Carruthers?
Yes.
Okay, so I do have a plea recommendation from the city. They're moving to dismiss count 2. However, you'd have to plead guilty to an amended charge of having improper plates. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Have you spoken with your lawyer about your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes.
And you want to waive those rights today and plead guilty, correct?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll provide will be the truth?
True.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, back on February 28th of this year, were you in the area of Dexter and Davison in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2000 Suburban?
It was a Subaru.
Oh, Subaru. And it was unregistered?
Yes, I believe it was. Well, yeah.
Okay, satisfied, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is satisfied. I'll enter a guilty plea to the amended charge of having improper plates. Ma'am, your fine is $240, and you'll have until June 28th to pay that.
200. Okay.
If you haven't paid it by the 28th, you need to zoom in on June 30th, okay? But if you have, you don't need to zoom in.
Okay, you said by the 28th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Your Honor, as to the other defendant I have that's currently present, Hector Collin, he has his interpreter left, and I'm not able to communicate with him.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
put him, I'm gonna bring him in and I'll tell him to zoom in tomorrow.
He understands. Also, this would have went a little bit faster had the prosecutor emailed me the offers on the offers I was waiting for. But in any
Right.
event, I'm not scolding anyone. I'm just saying.
I get it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Soroki, had I known, I would have forwarded her email to you.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't know you were without them. I apologize.
So there is Mr. Wazak, Damari King,
Yes.
Jamari Crosby, he got kicked out.
I have Jamari Crosby. I don't think I had a chance to tell him his offer. I don't recall or not if I had a chance to give him his offer.
Okay.
But
All right,
you
we'll
told me
handle
his
these
offer.
last couple matters, and then I'm gonna close all the breakout rooms, and then we're gonna close for lunch.
All right. Am I free to leave or do you want me to stay?
You are.
All
I
right,
think
thank
Mr.
you,
Wazak,
everyone. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
sticking around. I'm sticking around. You've done a
Thank you.
ton
Have a
of
good
work,
day.
Mr. Soroki. Thank you.
okay, thank you. All right, let's do these last matters. Okay, Mr. Wazak, did you talk to Ms. Khanum?
Judge, no.
I'm gonna call you back, darling. I'm in.
Judge, my position now is that on Hector Collin, Damari King, Mubaba Khanum, and Parrish Kendricks, I've just contacted Ms. Tamika Horn, and she had a compulsory meeting that she had to attend and did not write offers for these pre-trials. I can only suggest that we put them over.
Hold on, Ms. Khanum, I have an offer from Ms. Khanum. It is, they're gonna dismiss the driver's license expired. They're gonna dismiss count 3 on the ticket ending in 524, but she'd have to plead responsible on counts 1 and 2. On
That's
Damari
what-
King, the offer is to dismiss counts 1 and 3, and he would have to plead responsible on count 2.
Well, thank you, Judge. She didn't send me those.
Okay, and then, who else did you say?
Parish Kendricks.
Kendricks, let's see. Kendricks, the offer is, oh, he has a lot, so that needs to be a pretrial. They haven't been addressed.
All right. And then you gave me the one for Khanum.
Yes.
Mababa Khanum.
And then you have Mr. Crosby's offer.
No, I do not, Judge.
Mr. Crosby, they're dismissing counts 2 and 3, and he would have to plead responsible to limited access speeding, 60 and a 55.
That's no point, so that's good too.
And then for Ms. Cray, Tracy Cray, the offer is to dismiss count 2, and she would have to plead plead guilty on count 1 under a 3-month delayed sentence.
Well, then let's see if any of these folks want to accept those offers.
Okay, I'm gonna put all of them in one room so that you can speak with them really quickly.
All right, will do.
All right, recreate. So oops, I didn't mean to do that. Assign manually, recreate. So Crosby, Tracy, and King. Okay, I'll put them all in one room.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I still need it.
Judge?
She's not here.
Okay, do you know where Prosecutor Horn is?
No. If yeah, on screen. Just like huh? Right. Nope. Lock.
Thank you for that opportunity, Judge.
He's not here.
If we can start with Tracy Cray. Tracy Cray.
Hey, Judge, step back for a moment. Just a
Oh,
moment.
I'm sorry. I was looking at, I've got the gallery view on, so I didn't see.
So frustrated.
Are you ready, Mr. Wozak?
I think they're here. Yes, Judge, can we start with Ms. Cray?
Yes. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Tracy Cray. Ticket number P1269447. She's charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and no insurance. Your appearances, please.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Ms. Cray, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Yes, Tracy Cray.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
It's Judge, she's asking the matter be set for a trial. We need to challenge the proofs.
Okay, the court is is that correct, Ms. Cray?
Yes, it is, because I had already been to court 3 times on the same ticket.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this for trial on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come in person to the building on that day and time.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, thank you. Mr. Colin, can you hear us? Can you unmute for Mr. Colin?
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, so the interpreter is gone and we need you to Zoom back in tomorrow morning. Are you able to do that?
He already missed today's work.
Okay, what day is better for him to Zoom in?
Dice que qué día es conveniente porque su traductor es fuera. Que qué día es conveniente para usted regresar a
¿Qué día? O sea, un viernes.
Wednesday?
He said not this Friday, but next Friday, the following.
Next Friday, the 2nd, June 2nd?
Junio 2. Yes.
Okay, I'll schedule it for June 2nd at 8:30. We'll make sure the interpreter is there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, who do you want next, Mr. Wazat?
Harris Kendricks will need a pretrial date, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Kendricks, if you can turn on your camera. And Ms. Cray, you're free to go. Mr. Kendricks, can you turn on your camera, sir? All right, who's next?
Jamari Crosby, Judge.
Mr. Crosby, turn on your camera, please.
Hello.
Yes. Are you driving? Mr. Crosby?
Huh?
Can you pull over for a second?
Yes. Who?
Thank you.
Yes, that's what I'm about to do. I pulled over.
Okay, this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Jamari Crosby, ticket number P1438261. He's charged with violation of the basic speed law, failure to signal, and driver's license never acquired. Your appearances, please.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Crosby, will you tell the judge your name?
My name is Jamari Crosby.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor,
How would your
he's going
client?
to accept the offer, Judge.
Okay, so is that correct, Mr. Crosby?
What was it? What was the question?
The question is, do you want to accept the offer that was made?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a plea recommendation form where the city's moving to dismiss counts 2 and 3, and you would have to plead responsible to limited access speeding, 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you plead responsible to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the court, and Mr. Wozak, you'll stipulate to the face of the ticket for the factual basis?
I do.
Okay, the court will enter that responsible plea. Your fine is going to be $125. You'll have to pay that within 14 days.
Okay, is this a way that y'all gonna send it through the mail, or y'all just gonna remind me and let me know?
No, you just gotta know. You gotta go online and make the payment, or come into the building and make the payment.
I had a question. Can I go to like the kiosk machine and pay too?
You sure can.
Okay, you said 125.
Yes, sir.
And I had one more question. I'm about to go take my permit class today and stuff. So working on getting my license and stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing I got an appointment in like 30 more minutes, 40 more minutes.
Okay.
So.
Well, get there. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience today. And hopefully I won't see you because you'll have your driver's license.
Okay, I'm about to say, can you at least get me to the first to get my driver's license?
You're not responsible for that at all. They dismissed those other counts. You just need to pay the 125.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome, sir.
Mr. Kenham is next, Judge, if you can.
Ms. Conham, can you turn on your camera? So this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Mahbuba Conham. This is ticket number P1438524. She's charged with having expired plates, no receipt of or unsigned registration, and no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket number P1438526. 8527. She's charged with driving with expired license. Your appearances, please.
Daniel Wozak on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Khanum, please tell the judge your name.
Mahbooba Khanam.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience today, ma'am.
Judge, she is requesting a bench trial date.
Okay, Ms. Khanum, you'd like to have a bench trial?
What is that?
You're not agreeing to the offer that's made. You're saying that you're not guilty of the charges, correct?
Yeah, I was told to like if I get them done, I wouldn't be guilty of it. So I have all of them done. I got my registration and everything.
Okay, so you need to bring that with you on the day of trial, which is going to be June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to come into the building on June 20th.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we'll see you here on June 20th at 9.
And is it the 36th district court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Damari King, Judge.
Mr. King, turn on your camera, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience. All right, this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Damari King. This is ticket number P1435676. He's charged with no insurance, having tinted windows and no rear view or defective mirror. May I have your appearances, please?
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Damari King.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon.
Your Honor, he'd like to accept the offer from the city.
Is that correct, Mr. King?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr.
Yeah.
I have a plea recommendation where the city's moving to dismiss the misdemeanor no insurance count, and they're also moving to dismiss the no rear view or defective mirror count, but you would have to plead responsible to having tinted windows. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to plead responsible to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Wozak, will you stipulate to the face of the ticket for the factual basis?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, the court is going to enter a responsible plea. Sir, your fine is $120, and you'll have to pay that within 14 days, or the fine increases. You understand?
Yes, I understand. I apologize. I understand.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have no questions.
You're all set.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Kendricks, if you can please turn on your camera and unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't know why this camera won't come on, but the mute thing came. Wait a minute.
Try it again.
Wait a minute. Start my video.
Okay.
Is it working?
No, sir. Maybe.
I don't know why it keeps telling me it started, but it never starts.
Okay. All right. So this is the people of the city of Detroit versus Paris Kendricks. This is ticket number SP 119-02051. He's charged with driving when licensed not valid. Also calling ticket number SP 128-35751. He's charged with driver's license never acquired. Also calling ticket number SP 138-22711. He's charged with driver's license revoked. And there are several other tickets. Mr. Wozak, can we have your appearance?
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Yes, Paris Kendricks.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kendricks. So Mr. Kendricks, matters are set for pre-trial this morning. Mr. Wozak, how would your client like to proceed?
Judge, at this time, I've not been able to review these matters with the Assistant Corporation Counsel. Due to the number of tickets, I would ask that the pretrial be adjourned.
Why don't we set them for trial?
Oh, I just think that probably would move it along much better, Judge.
Yeah, Mr. Kendricks, you want to have these matters set for trial and see which officers appear and which ones don't?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to set them for trial on June 20th at 9 a.m. You'll have to appear in person on that day and time. Actually, let's do it on June 21st because there's a lot of tickets.
Okay.
So June 21st. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In person.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wozak.
Thank you, Judge. My apologies for going so long.
Oh, it was long, but it wasn't as long as yesterday. Or maybe it is. Okay. See ya.
Thank you.
If you're not scheduled to come in tomorrow, are you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm appearing over Zoom. I don't think we have any people that are coming in.
Oh, then I'll do Zoom tomorrow.